We have people watching on 970, and it's certainly feeling like fall out, isn't it? It's beautiful outdoors, it's a little chilly, but it's great to see the trees changing color. It's really gorgeous around this property right now, and I hope you get out and enjoy it. Well, it's great to be back to work after my hip surgery and a 5-week recovery. I want to just start out by thanking those of you who are sending me emails and kind notes, encouraging my recovery and healing. I feel fantastic. It's really amazing. And really, I couldn't be more grateful for the gift of well-being and no more pain. It's really amazing. So I really feel blessed, and I'm grateful to all of you for your prayers and so forth. So thank you so much. We do have a special guest with us today. As you know, last October, the Maryland legislature passed some new regulations that affected our business. And one of those was in terms of communication, and that coming from an officer of the board of directors of the CCRC community. And so Phil Beatson is with us today. Phil is the Senior Vice President of Strategy and Corporate Operations for Mercy Health System. And so he's gonna come up and speak to you for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna continue after that with my written remarks, and we'll take questions at the end. I did want to let you know that all of my remarks are written, prepared comments, and they will be available to you on Cubigo later today. So I'm going to introduce Phil, and we'll go from there. So Phil has been part of the Mercy leadership team for nearly 15 years, and he's been in his current role since April of 2021. In addition to operational responsibilities at the hospital, Phil helps in the development and execution of Mercy's growth plans and has responsibility for the operations over at Stella Maris. Mr. Beatson was appointed as treasurer of the Mercy Ridge Inc. Board of Directors in January of 2023. Phil's a native of Baltimore and has many friends and family members who have resided at Mercy Ridge. So with that being said, please give Phil a warm round of applause.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to be back here, as David mentioned, in a place that's near and dear to my heart, and had many people that I care about who have made this their home over the years. So it's good to be back here, and in this capacity. I've really enjoyed and appreciated my time as a board representative on the Mercy Ridge board. So great to see you all. I was here in February last year, so maybe a little bit of a familiar face now. It felt a little bit like February outside, honestly, when I came in this morning. It was a cold fall day, but a beautiful day out here. As David mentioned, there is a little bit of formal business in my presence here. If there were to be any formal resident grievances filed in the last quarter, one of the board members would come here and update you on that and have a discussion about that. But I'm pleased to report that since October 2024, there have been no grievances filed, so nothing to report on that regard. I thought I'd give you a few highlights of some things that we've been talking about at the board level. We did just have a board meeting last Wednesday, actually. We were out here on Wednesday the 23rd, received a very great update from our leadership team here at Mercy Ridge. A couple highlights that stood out, great and continued impressive occupancy numbers here at Mercy Ridge. We're pleased to see we're 98% full in independent living and 96% in assisted living, with a really healthy wait list that I think continues to grow at 304 members on that wait list now. So really impressive continued demand for our services here at Mercy Ridge. Equally impressed to see a couple highlights that stood out. Our team has done a really great job. We have a wonderful team here at Mercy Ridge. Our leadership team has managed to exceptionally low turnover of that team. High turnover rates in this industry is, I think, one of the trends that we see across the industry, but Mercy Ridge has really stood out as truly impressive in terms of retention of high quality employees, and I'm pleased to see that our turnover rate has been below 2% in most months, and year to date at only 14%, which is really impressive, seeing some of those numbers at 40% turnover across the industry. We were obviously really excited. We talked about this a little bit at the board meeting, but we knew about it beforehand, to see Michael Wagner do exceptionally well in the LCS Chef of the Year competition. We know from resident surveys how important food is in your overall enjoyment of your time here, and Michael's just been an exceptional addition, I think, to our team here, and we were pleased to see him get his accolades and do really well in that competition. I think he wants to win it next year, and I'm sure he's poised to do so. We also obviously received an update on how things are going with the master facility plan and stage 1 of that construction, which we've heard has started and going well. We're blessed to have 2 wonderful resident members on our board, Jerry Buckley and Jerry Cahan. They also told us, shared their perspective, and we were pleased to hear that while not completely non-disruptive, that Whiting Turner has done a really nice job of respecting the fact that they're working in your homes, in your collective home here, and being as mindful as they can be of the work that they're doing and making it as least disruptive as possible. So Whiting Turner's been really good partners with us. That project, as you know, is just getting kicked off and has multiple phases, and we're excited that it's off to a really great start. Last but not least, we did receive a finance update while we were here. We received an update from our auditors who audited last year's performance, and we were pleased, as usual, to see that there were no meaningful findings in their audit from last year. And then we were also pleased to hear that Q1 of this fiscal year is off to a really great start. Revenues are ahead of plan, thanks to strong occupancy and some good performance on interest income, and then really good expense management by our team. So we're seeing that expenses are under plan for the first quarter as well. So a really good start to the year here at Mercy Ridge. A lot of good things going on that we're really pleased to see. So with that, I'll turn it back over to David. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'll stay for the whole meeting. Look forward to hearing the updates, and if you have a question, I can answer it now, or I can be available afterwards. But always great to be here, and thank you all for allowing me to join your meeting. So,
what's your last name?
Beatson. My last name is Beatson. It's B as in boy, Eatson. Yeah. I got an easy question. That's good. I'll be around. Thank you all. Yes, I will. Thank you all.
All right. So the first thing that I wanted to say to you today is thank you so much for completing the resident satisfaction survey. We had about 70% participation, which I think is really good. Our goal is 80. Well, our goal is 100, but 80 would be really nice. But we did well, 70%. So thank you all for taking the time to fill out the survey. I know there's a lot of questions on it. We really appreciate your honest feedback. The survey is administered each fall by Sensight Surveys, and they survey not only all the LCS communities in the US, but other senior living communities as well. And what's great about that is we get to compare our results to others in our industry. The report should be out sometime in the first half of November. And one of the things that we're going to do a little differently this year is, in the past, we have developed an action plan and then sat down with members of the resident council to review our action plans and get input from them. And it was recommended at our most recent meeting that we involve the resident council more upstream than downstream in developing the action plan. So once we get that report in November, we'll be scheduling a meeting with the reps from the council to review the results and start working on our plan. Cubigo. I know that everyone got involved with Cubigo last month in September, which I think went really well from what I understand. Cubigo replaced Wellzesta, which we had been using as our resident communication and engagement app for the past 3 years. And I want to thank the Life Enrichment and Resident Services Department, mainly Sarah Wyatt and Kelly Kratz, for their leadership in working with the rest of the team, and of course with all of our residents to get everyone signed up and get really the Cubigo app all set up for you in September. And I know we had 23 Cubigo user training classes that they put on for you, and I understand they went really well. So thanks to all of you who attended. I know we continue to have Resident Tech Cafe on Wednesdays for those who need some additional help with Cubigo or your devices. And we are continuing to do work on Cubigo. There are additional features that will be coming out with Cubigo. Most notably in December, we're going to be rolling out some additional features with the dining section of Cubigo, which I think you'll find to be a really nice addition and really a value add for not just you, but also for the dining department as we continue to look at ways to improve the dining experience and just overall communications with residents. As Phil mentioned, our occupancy continues to be very strong at Mercy Ridge. He mentioned independent living was at 98% as of our board meeting last Thursday. Today it's 99%, so we're doing extremely well with our occupancy. We have no apartments available right now. We have 3 reserved. We have our model apartment. We had 8 move-ins, or having 8 move-ins this month in October, and we have 3 move-outs. St. Stephen's Green's at 86%. We have 4 apartments there that are on hold and 1 available, and Dublin Court continues to be 100% occupied. Just a couple interesting statistics that some of you might enjoy having. The independent living average age at the time of move-in from April to September was 84 years old. Our average age in independent living is 85.4, and our assisted living average age is 91.9. Our total community occupants, 512. We have 328 women, 184 men, 113 couples, and 286 singles. And on our wait list, we have 304, 164 couples, and 130 singles. So there's no quiz on that, but the numbers are in my report, which you can get this afternoon. I do have some additional information on the facility master plan. As you know, project number 1 includes all the independent living resident corridors, the lounges, and the Shannon entrance. Construction started on August 5th on the 7th floor of Liffey. We have essentially completed the 6th floor of Liffey. The punch list was done last Thursday, and so there's a little final touches that they're working on the 6th floor to get that cleaned up. And we are going to still be adding the sconces outside the apartment doors. And last Thursday, there was a resident committee meeting with the designer to look at artwork, samples of artwork that we're looking at introducing as part of the corridor project. We're also anticipating the arrival of new furniture in February. And so once February rolls around, we're going to start doing the installation of furniture on the floors that have been completed in the Liffey House. So the fifth floor of Liffey is currently underway. That got started just last Monday. We're a little bit ahead of schedule. And Liffey House is scheduled to be completed on May 13th, 2026. The Shannon House will get started on May 6th of next year and be finished July 12th of 2027. And then the last house to be done is Killarney House, and that is scheduled from July 6th of 2027 to January 3rd of 2028. So we're really excited to keep this project moving along. In the meantime, we're continuing to do work on project number 2. Project number 2 is the Commons, the main level here of the Commons. We're looking at the renovations will include things like the new lighting, finishes, flooring, furniture, artwork, and a new elevator that's going to be located in the Commons that will serve the first 3 floors of the Shannon House. We're also improving our dining experience with the expansion and enhancement of the current dining venues, the pub and the main kitchen. We're going to be renovating and enhancing the main entrance porte cochere, the main lobby, the reception area, the library, card rooms, administrative offices, and conference room, the chapel, arts and crafts, this PAC, public restrooms, the cart room, the store, and the courtyard. It's a lot of work. We're also going to be adding a designated to-go meal pickups area in nearby the cafe across from the courtyard. And I think people are going to really enjoy this. We're going to be adding an all-season room that will be accessible from the courtyard, the pub, and the library. And also for residents who live in Killarney, I know that many of you walk outside, from outside the pub all the way around to a side door into Killarney. And we are looking at adding an enclosed glassed-in corridor along the exterior of the Maryland and Delaney room that will not interfere with the view, but it will create a very nice indoor temperature-controlled passageway to avoid what is currently the case with having people use the Delaney room as a pass-through to get into the Commons. So we will be adding that as part of this project. And project number 2 is scheduled between November 10th of next year and December 8th of 2027. I also want to comment on St. Stephen's Green. We've been doing an in-house renovation project in St. Stephen's Green that's being overseen by Michael Highland, our renovations project manager. And Michael's been working with the team here and with several vendors to complete that work. We're really doing a great job over there. It's so beautiful. If you haven't been over to St. Stephen's Green recently, take a stroll. The connector bridge has new carpet, new paint. The dining room is being upgraded. We have new chandeliers that are being ordered for in there and artwork for the dining room, so that's coming soon. The activity room, living room, library, fitness, we've created a fitness room there that's really awesome, and we've created a conference room. So a lot of nice improvements over in St. Stephen's Green. And again, I encourage everyone to go over and take a peek. With regards to the elevator modernization projects, as you know, we have 6 elevators that residents use, plus 1 service elevator. All 6 of the elevators are scheduled to be modernized over beginning this year and over the next 2 fiscal years. The first elevator to be done is going to be the single elevator in Shannon, which is our most used elevator at Mercy Ridge. And that work is tentatively scheduled to begin this December. I just got word from Otis last week on that. So the elevator will be out of service for approximately 6 weeks during construction. Now, the Liffey House residents, I know you had asked me to check with Otis to see if we could switch the schedule to do elevator number 1 near the garage prior to doing number 2 near the chapel. Unfortunately, they did send out their engineers to see if all of the equipment that was ordered for elevator 2 was identical to elevator 1. And unfortunately, the door package units are actually opposite. So they will not be able to start elevator 1 before elevator 2. The work on elevator 2 will happen following the work on Shannon elevator number 4, but I don't have a date for that at this point. All right, some of the other facility projects that have been completed that I think are significant, particularly to the residents. This year we have gone around and replaced 408 independent living apartment hot water heaters. These were 10-year replacements of your hot water heaters. We had a long-awaited project down in the Aquatic Center with the Dectron dehumidification system, and we got that completed this summer. I appreciate all the work that our facilities team did to keep the temperature in there okay. I know it was hot and humid, but we were able to keep the Aquatic Center open, which was really awesome. And also we completed the pool deck repairs as well. Another epic project was the window project in the Liffey House, and we have almost completed replacing screens with half screens for that project. The 6th floor of Liffey will be getting half screens for those apartments that had windows replaced next week on the 3rd and the 4th. And I also wanted to let you know that we've already done several upgrades since we signed a contract, the last contract with Comcast Xfinity for our Mercy Ridge TV services, and they've notified us that they want to do another upgrade to the cable boxes. They want to bring new boxes in that won't change the programming at all, the channels or anything like that, but it will improve the quality of your TV service, and also when we do have service issues with your boxes, it'll make it a lot easier for us to get those issues resolved. So we are looking to do that project in either January or February. Comcast is working on a schedule and the logistics right now, and I'll let you know once we know when that work will be done. We do have 2 new leaders who are joining the organization that I wanted to announce today. One is Kenya Rock. Kenya Rock just joined us yesterday, and she's going to be serving in the capacity of Environmental Services Supervisor. So she's going to be reporting to Richard Sanders, the Director of Environmental Services. Doug Gardner is another new face that you're going to be seeing later next week. Mercy Ridge decided during the budget cycle early this year that we really needed to hire an IT manager. And so we have partnered with Mercy Health Services, with their IT department. Doug has been hired and is starting his orientation at Mercy next week and should be here on Thursday. He will be working obviously very closely with Mercy Health that oversees the network for Mercy Ridge and also for Stella Maris, but also helping us with all of these projects that are happening at Mercy Ridge that involve technology. And I think we can all anticipate as time goes on, we're going to see more and more technology in our organization, just as we are outside in the outside world. So we're excited to have Doug joining the organization. Both Paul and Bill, our tech support, resident tech support IT staff, will be reporting to Doug. And Doug will be officing with both Paul and Bill. So that's all I had to share today. I know it was a lot, but I'd be happy to take any questions anyone has at this time. If you
1
hold
minute.
the mic. Steve.
Right. Are there any plans for a permanent head of maintenance?
Right now, we still have Mike Highland and Dave Cruz working as our managers, and they're doing a great job holding things together, so, and moving things forward. So for right now, things are good. Yep. Question in the back from Peggy.
I was late because I thought this was gonna be on TV,
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
okay.
What is the status of getting Channel 970 working?
You want to take that one, Sarah?
So we have a contract with Lee Hartman and Sons. They are the ones that replaced our projector and everything. They have given us a proposal to overhaul the whole 970 system. We are in the process also of acquiring 2 other proposals from 2 other vendors. In the meantime, I have placed a service call asking Lee Hartman to try to get the sound for the pack to work on 970. But we are recording this today, and the video will be placed on Cubigo, so that way everyone can see the town hall for today.
Great. Thanks, Sarah.
So,
Another question.
Okay.
This program was not listed on Cubico
Okay.
as an activity. In fact, the activities are missing about 2/3. None of the transportation to the different stores. If you compare what's on there to what's on the Ridge, you'll see about 2/3 is missing.
Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Cubigo is a work in progress. We are continuing to build Cubigo. Unfortunately, our contract with Wells Esta came to a hard stop, and we had to transition to Cubigo for, morning check-in is critical, so we really had to get that off the ground. And so really, even with Wells Esta over the 3 years, we were continuing to develop that throughout the 3 years. And so I think we've made a really good start with Cubigo, and I appreciate all the work that's been invested in it. And as I said, you'll continue to see new developments coming out that I think will add value and make it more complete. So thank you. Yes, hi. Can you share your name with me? I'm sorry, I don't know you. Carolyn, hi.
Carolyn Gentry. I wanted to thank all that were involved with our wildflower field.
Oh, okay.
Really, it's spectacular.
Yeah, it is beautiful. A sea of pink. Thank you very much. I did want to give credit to Robert Beckwith, who's the Vice President of Support Services and Construction Projects at Mercy Health System. He called me out of the blue one day and said he had met somebody who does wildflower fields like the meadow that we have here, and was wondering if we would be interested in taking a look at that. And our environmental landscaping group has done so much good work over the years with creating our own butterfly garden and doing so much around sustainability that it was like a dream come true that dropped into my lap when Robert called me and asked me that. And I think what's beautiful about it is that it sort of changes over the season from when it started in middle of June until now. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to mow the field down soon, but I did see on my way in this morning the pink flowers. I believe the cosmos are still out, and they really look beautiful, so thank you. Last Thursday, actually, at our pre-board meeting, one of the residents who was there from the council indicated that there's a Facebook group in this area, and they were commenting also about the wildflower meadow and how it's beautified their neighborhood. So it's not just us that are appreciating it, it's the community too. So thank you for your comment.
Over here.
Yeah.
Hi, this is quick.
Hi,
I also
sister.
apologize for being late. We turned it on upstairs,
Yeah.
and the station works, but there was an exercise program on.
Okay.
So, I'm
Yeah.
not sure what happened.
Yep.
Do we have an update on what's going on with the pool, or did I miss it?
What's the question?
It's open today.
It's open.
It was
today.
on Cubigo yesterday that the pool is open.
Okay,
Pool's open.
the sign is still on the front desk, it says it's closed.
Okay, yeah, if you check the news on Cubigo, it gives an update.
I did,
No, it was on there.
okay,
All right,
it's not on there.
and let's see. Bill?
Along with the field of flowers,
Yeah.
I've been wondering if milkweed could be included in that, or maybe it is, in an effort to attract the monarch butterflies.
I believe it's included. There's a whole variety of seeds that were planted, and Ed Leewald, the chair of our Landscape Environmental Committee, is nodding his head that the milkweed is there. It is part of what was planted. It'll take about 3 years, by the way, for the field to be fully established. I know that it looks like it already is, but it's gonna get even better. And I think we had a question.
Right here.
Right here, okay. Evelyn?
Do you have any updated floor plans for phase 2 that will show some of the changes that you mentioned, like the location of the grab and go and also the Four Seasons room?
Yeah, I think what I'll have to do, like we did with Project One, is do a bigger presentation because there's so much detail and information to share with you. It really wouldn't do it justice for me just to post it somewhere. So I think what we'll do is the next time we have the design team out for a punch of Liffey 5, maybe we can schedule some time here in the PAC so that we can do a presentation. Does that work for you? All right, cool. Good. Hi, Weezy.
Hi, did I hear you correctly that phase 2 would start while phase 1 is in progress?
It looks like that could happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, all the dates are tentative, of course, but as I said, we're slightly ahead of schedule right now, so that's wonderful. All right, anything else? Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the week and the spooky Halloween breakfast this Friday. I'll see some of you at karaoke Thursday. All right.